Hello and welcome to Nagaland TV. You are watching Midday News. I'll read the headlines first. Civil society organizations of Manglolemba town yesterday seals Office of Executive Engineer PWD Road and Bridges after state government fails to respond to 31st October dateline ultimatum called by various civil society organizations to repair the stretch of road from Longnak Junction to Manglolemba. CM Nephew Rio tweets a coordination meeting was held on Monday on the upcoming Hornbill Festival. Tweets he is looking forward to welcoming people to the land of festivals with coordinated health protocols in state. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra promises bonanza of benefits for women, including 2 in every 5 government jobs for women in Uttar Pradesh if the party comes to power ahead of the state elections slated for early next year. Noida police arrests 10 people, including 3 retired army officials on Monday for allegedly involving in leaking question papers of government competitive exams. Now, the news in detail. The civil society organizations of Manglolemba town yesterday sealed the Office of Executive Engineer PWD Road and Bridges after the state government failed to respond to the 31st October dateline ultimatum called by various civil society organizations to repair the stretch of road from Longnak Junction to Manglolemba. The organizations therefore took the extreme step of locking the Office of Executive Engineer PWD Roads and Bridges. However, the situation turned unpleasant after an altercation between the protesting members and the ADC Manglolemba, subsequently leading to firing of shots in the air. There were no reports of casualties or injury during this firing incident. The situation is reported to be under control and normal. General Nikki of the NSCN case stated that the long-pending Naga political solution could be materialized only when all entities unified and stood for Naga cause with a common vision and mission. Nikki went on to say that genuine intention of the Government of India to bring solution to the Naga issue would not be implemented if every faction had separate demands and visions. He further stressed on the need to put aside all differences and work together to bring amicable solution to the decade-old Naga political struggle.
Government of India para jaldi Naga solution पाए जिको का तो है तक हम बागनाती तो गुस्सा हो पाए गुस्सा हो बोले भी एक किस्म करना फिर भी किमान कोई था ये भी तो पॉलिटिकल solution तो government of India और मकन Naga वीडियो क्या से उते नहीं साली solution तो मकन unity बाहर कोबो पारिश बोले तो government of India पारिश ना था कि पाबो पारे बोले भी उते क्या लगे तो कौन बात तो the great position वाले नोबो कोबो कौन बात framework agreement वाले नोबो कोबो इतना को खाली itu amakan tinta किस खाली कौन public versus सबके थकी जैसे कौन बाय great person ठीक आसा कोबो कौन बाय framework agreement ठीक आसा कोबो बोले कौन बाय individually social media तो वही थकी भी किसी और थकी भी ना तो निजों जो support दिले तो किनेगा जल्दी government of India तो जल्दी दिवो कोले किनेगा दिवो पारे तो निके itu तो government of India ही किमान की कोई थकी भी हो जाए Naga माने भी भाग गए unity हो गए ना एक तो लोगों पारा इतो रास्ता पिछला से पारिश कोले तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ही कॉन्डिशन जल्दी हो बोले Naga माने भी तो इनकी स्किन है इनका डिसयूनिटी था तब तो कितना भी जल्दी थी हो गया ना किमान साल जो हो इतनी को बना पाए
On account of the blank firing that occurred on 27th October at various locations in Dimapur, Nagaland TV approached General Nikki of NSCN-K Nikki Group for his perspective on the same. General Nikki responded that the blank firing would bring no benefits to the government nor to the erring cadres. General Nikki further stated that the incident was purely a result of intoxication and he saw no benefit out of it. It was informed that the NSCN GPRN had initiated a disciplinary action against the cadres involved in the firing incident.
Incident community police private social media TV normal Kobole bishi thage kunba to government na official na official ko ito government ekta hi kilega iga no poncha laga decision ki direction thaibo ito to government ke bhi benefit pi na hoy aur ta individual interest kobole bhi ito thi tai ki benefit hoy to chokra kam kunba iga misbehave pra to ito to sab manu proof janya to ito to no poncha laga Rata kan usual itu amakan satu itu misapra ki laga itu character taki asal mali itu tu individual interest ki naik benefit ki naik government private itu step global itu market thagane itu pra itu bare itu amakan do why itu tu tai no ponchina kurusha pasa mun jache misala kama asa pasa jache aro ta tukun ba argument thaibo pare itu ki kobole to tai itu hari ini tadi individual ke benefit over la action thagane itu bujuba lagi itu nikah itu tu government file private no individual benefit lagi no lagi purely itu tu takkan no puncha laga kiba ekta dawe nisa mudi itu pra hobuna kimika badase.
Nagaland TV during a recent meeting with General Nikki posed a question on the frequent arrest of NSCN Nikki cadres by the Indian Army. General Nikki responded that the official ceasefire between the NSCN-K Nikki group and the government of India has been in effect for 2 years now. The group has no differences with the government of India and only the Indian government knows why the cadres of NSCN-K Nikki group are frequently hunted. General Nikki went on to say that all other factions carry out similar activities, but the government of India appears to be more vigilant on his men. General Nikki also mentioned that his cadres do not go around asking to be apprehended. Rather, it is the army that conducts house raids and arrests his men.
Officially ceasefire to ita 2 महीना जासे itu mati amal laga cadres to iman dhole bi to amakan khoi ita logia solution no hata to iku amakan market black and white thakana kaun na India pra ki milti hai iman ne smke jahan kurase takan zanya se nole itu state government hai ita SOT black police ki to ya kan itu pisa thagabi central direction na state government is angin na kurase ne to ta amakan ko bana pare kile koile amakan iki kun ala NPCs kan hole bi iki dimapur ke ase da amakan ke koile to gol right korina dhorase aro kalki to amakan ko bana pare hole bi iki thaibo de kam to alag section sab ke sab county iki ko thaibo pare bonduk loyjene berale bi sab iki ho pare hole bi ki niti enesum ke target kurase to politically government of India hai kiba police jane ase na state government pra to olap takan use dike na police pi sob taki encourage de ase ta to ko bana pare hole bi to amakan ke iman dor thaga to nijori dore bi koine berabi na gon laga enforce pra hai kurase na ta amakan ito ase black clear to ko bana pare hole bi to kile biya zaga kiba biya kam kura dhara bi na Bishi bak ghor pisagi na dorase to kiba takan police ki thagbo pare ta ko.
A coordination meeting was convened on Monday on the upcoming Hornbill Festival of Nagaland at Secretariat Conference Hall, Kohima. CM tweeted that he is looking forward to welcoming people to the land of festivals with coordinated health protocols in the state. The meeting was attended by Nagaland CM Nephew Rio, advisor to CM Abu Metha and various other dignitaries of the state. Department of Multimedia and Mass Communication, Patkai Christian College, along with Film Association of Nagaland, organized Campus Film Festival on 1st of November 2021 at Bunrock Hall, Patkai College. This event will be a 3-day film festival with the theme Learning Through Visuals, and the lecturer of Multimedia and Mass Communication, Patkai Christian College, Dr. Essay, stated that this is a film festival that is being organized solely by the students, and the festival will be held annually with the aim of providing opportunity and platform to the young Northeast filmmakers by screening their respective movies and films at the festival. Dr. Essay further stated that the main objective of the event was to teach the other aspects of mass communication like integrated marketing, communication, public relation and media coverage.
I'm the organizer of this film festival. So like this film festival, like the expectation that I had was so very high, and like the audience, the viewers were like out of the expectation like we had. So during this festival, I've learned that like visual through learning, it's one of a kind, you know, visual. So I want to encourage everyone you to like we have 2 more days to go, and I want you all to come and have fun. Learn through visuals, as we have the theme going on, like learning through visuals.
One of the prime objective of the film is to, the festival is to give platform to all the Northeastern filmmakers who would want to screen their films. So when we started this project or the festival, the students were looking for films. So they found it very difficult whom to approach. And then during the process, the student came up to me and they told that there are so many filmmakers from Arunachal, from Shillong, Meghalaya, and then even Manipur as such. And like they really want a platform to screen the films like that. So I think this is one of the prime objective for us as the Department of Mass Communication, to showcase the films and also give platform to the filmmakers.
The Noida police has arrested 10 people, including 3 retired army officials, on Monday for allegedly involving in leaking question papers of government competitive exams. Kumar and Vijay Singh, Additional Deputy Commissioner of Police, Noida, said that the Sector 58 police received information that the gang members would be gathering near a park in Noida Sector 61 Monday morning. A team from the Sector 58 police station reached the spot and arrested 10 persons sitting in 2 cars. Police also recovered rupees 9.15 lakh in cash, 2 checks of rupees 2 lakh each, 28 admit cards of different examinations, a sample question paper of the Haryana Police Constable exam, and 14 mobile phones from the suspect's possession.
देखिए, सेक्टर 58 की टीम ने 10 सदस्यों को गिरफ्तार किया है। ये एक सोलवर गैंग है जिसका इंटर स्टेट ऑपरेशन है। बेसिकली ये लोग जितने कम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम्स होते थे उन सारे कम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम्स के कैंडिडेट से संपर्क करके और उसके बाद उनको जो क्वेश्चन पेपर्स होते थे उसको लीक कराकर उसका आंसर शीट तैयार करके उसको बड़ी मोटी रकम लेकर बेचते थे। इसके अतिरिक्त ये लोग कैंडिडेट्स की जगह पे दूसरे किसी कैंडिडेट को भी बैठाकर और एग्ज़ाम में पास कराने के लिए पैसे लिया करते थे। बेसिकली ये 10 लोग हैं। इसमें कुछ लोग हरियाणा, कुछ राजस्थान, बिहार और यूपी के रहने वाले हैं। इनके पोजीशन से हम लोगों ने 28 एडमिट कार्ड बरामद किए हैं, जिस एडमिट कार्ड से ये पता चलता है कि सारे एग्ज़ाम्स जो एडमिट कार्ड्स हैं उन सारे एग्ज़ाम्स में इन लोगों ने पैसे लेकर के लोगों को हेल्प करने का प्रॉमिस किया था। इनके पोजीशन से हम लोगों ने 9 लाख रुपए बरामद किए हैं, 2 गाड़ियाँ बरामद हुई हैं, 14 मोबाइल बरामद हुए हैं, 2-2 लाख के 2 चेक बरामद हुए हैं।
Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Monday promised a bonanza of benefits for women, including 2 in every 5 government jobs for women in Uttar Pradesh if the party comes to power ahead of the state elections slated for early next year. The announcement comes weeks after the party promised 40% tickets for women. Gandhi also announced that women would get annually 3 cooking gas cylinders for free and they won't need to buy tickets in state government buses. She also promised scooties and smartphones for girl students, a leap from the usual poll promise of bicycles. The poll promises also signal a new style of campaign and a tactic to preempt the manifesto of other parties. In the last UP Assembly polls, the Congress bagged just 6.25% popular votes and 7 out of 403 seats in Uttar Pradesh. The central government will on Tuesday launch the Har Ghar Dastak mega vaccination campaign against coronavirus disease on the occasion of the Nltv Divas. According to people familiar with the development, the month-long door-to-door vaccination campaign aims to inoculate the entire population in poor-performing districts. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is currently in Glasgow in the United Kingdom, is also set to hold a COVID-19 review meet as soon as he returns to India after attending the COP26 climate conference. After a COVID-19 review meeting with the health ministers of states and union territories last week, Union Minister of Health Mansukh Mandavya informed that media about the Har Ghar Dastak campaign to ramp up the vaccination drive. Maharashtra's former Home Minister Anil Deshmukh has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate after more than 12 hours of questioning at their office in Mumbai in connection with a money laundering case. Mr. Deshmukh, who had stepped down earlier this year from his post amid a row over bribery allegations against him, was refused relief by the Bombay High Court on Friday as he appealed for the cancellation of the summons by the probe agency. Mr. Deshmukh was accused of corruption and extortion by Mumbai's ex-top cop Parambir Singh. On Sunday, the CBI made the first arrest in the bribery case linked to the former minister. Three candidates, Delhi's Tanmay Gupta, Mrinal Kuteri from Telangana and Maharashtra girl Karthika G. Narayan, scored a perfect 720 to be declared joint toppers of this year's National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test for admission to undergraduate medical courses. According to results announced by the National Testing Agency on Monday night, in all, 8,70,074 of the 15,44,275 candidates who appeared for the test qualified. In continuation of the trend in the past, the number of female candidates who qualified is 1.19 lakh higher than male candidates. NEET UG 2021 was conducted on September 12th. And it recorded one of the highest attendance in 5 years, as 95.63% of 16.14 lakh aspirants took the test. The Court of Chief Judicial Magistrate Chintaram rejected the bail applications of 4 accused in the Lakhimpur Kheri violence on Monday. Senior Prosecution Officer SP Yadav stated that after hearing the prosecution and the defense arguments, CJM rejected the bail applications. Sumit Jaiswal, Satya Prakash, Nandan Singh and Shishupal are the 4 accused in the Lakhimpur Kheri violence of 3rd of October. 4 farmers were allegedly mowed down by a speeding vehicle during a protest which led to the eruption of violence in Tikunia in Lakhimpur district. India will reach carbon neutrality by 2070, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced as part of 5-point action plan that included reducing emission to 50% by 2030, making the boldest pledge on Monday at the COP26 climate summit in Glasgow, where he also urged developed countries to deliver on their promise of climate financing. This is the first time India has committed to net zero emissions, a target that is particularly hard for developing nations that need to balance commitment to economic growth. India, Modi said, was the only major economy that delivered its Paris Agreement commitment in letter and spirit by 2070. India will also achieve, he said, the target of net zero emissions. The PM told this to more than 120 leaders at the critical talks. But Modi also reiterated that rich countries have to ramp up their contributions to help less developed nations decarbonize. India, Novavax Inc. and the Philippines are to make its COVID-19 vaccine within weeks after the shot received its first emergency use authorization from Indonesia. The shots for Indonesia will be manufactured by the world's largest vaccine manufacturer, Serum Institute in India, and will be sold under the Indian company's brand name, Covovax. The shipments to Indonesia are expected to begin imminently. World Health Organization is reviewing Novavax regulatory filing, and US drug maker experts are expecting review to be resolved in the coming weeks. A green light from WHO would set the stage for Novavax to begin shipping doses to COVAX program that supplies shots to low-income countries. Novavax and SII are committed to provide more than 1.1 billion doses to COVAX, which is co-led by WHO. That is all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV. This is Gargi Deka signing off.